right, and welcome back inside Trent Arena as we get ready for tonight's MVCC Varsity Game of the Week, presented by Farmers Insurance of Kettering. It is the 14-4 Fairmont Firebirds setting to host the 13-5 Centerville Elks. Fairmont trying to avenge an 18-point loss earlier this year down in Centerville. And Donnie, really, for the Elks, they're going to have to try and keep feeding Kendall George the ball. And that seems like that's where a lot of their scoring comes from. And then she has a good accompaniment in Anna Grimm as well, coming in averaging 13.3 points a game. But on the Firebirds side, I mean, we talked about this when we did our notes. Fairmont is like first or second in every defensive category, it seems like, on G-Walk, especially when it comes to the steals part, when Fairmont has the three top leading steal getters in the game.
They're very tough on defense. On the other side of the ball, we've got Serena Baker and averaging 13 points a game, and Kayla Thornton, second in steals, but second for the Firebirds in points scored, averaging 11. So she's tough on both ends of the court.
I think real quick before we get into the national anthem, I think my player of the game to watch for the Firebirds tonight is going to be number 23, Kenzie Rourke. We've looked at her numbers. Every time she has guarded Kendall George, she holds her under 10 points a game, and I think that's going to be a huge part if the Firebirds want to try and get a win back, is Kenzie's going to have to play lockdown defense on Kendall George. And who's your player to watch for the Firebirds tonight?
Yeah, absolutely. That's going to be the matchup to watch, Kenzie against Kendall. A very good scorer against a very good defender.
We are going to throw it over to the Firebirds pep band for the national anthem and then the PA introduction for the starting lineup. And we'll be back for your MVCC Varsity Game of the Week, presented by Burlon's Farmers Insurance.
We live in a great country with freedoms like no other. In order to honor America and in respect for all who have served our country to defend our freedoms, we ask you to stand and remove your hats for the playing of our national anthem. Freshman number 2, Nico Cornett.
She's 25 now.
Okay. A 5'7" freshman number 5, Kayla Thornton. A 5'11" senior number 10, Serena Baker. A 6-foot freshman number 21, Lena Buskard. And a 5'7" junior number 23, Kenzie Rourke. your head coach, Mr. Jeremy Finn.
All right, it is about time for tip-off as the Fairmont Firebirds all in white going against the Centerville Elks all in black. See some final pregame talk there from Fairmont's assistant coach Aaron Bach with the starting five, and it's definitely going to be interesting to see what kind of version we're going to get of this game because both teams can play fast and both teams can slow it down when they want to.
Yep, absolutely.
And the Firebirds.
Remember the last game, Centerville was on fire from the three-point line. They had a girl who's out right now who hit 6 threes, and another girl hit 3. So that's going to be another thing to watch. Centerville's an excellent three-point shooting team and an excellent foul shooting team. So things to watch. Fairmont's got the defense, though.
And you see when Fairmont comes out and plays this 3-2 zone, and it just like every inch of the court seems to be covered. And Nico
and there's
Cornett
the first steal of the game.
Comes away with a steal. Up court to Kayla. Off to Kenzie Rourke.
And Kenzie bounces it in.
And Fairmont gets the first bucket of the game.
Fairmont starts a lot of games just like that, don't they, Jared?
Yes, quite a few. That's like they start out with a very tight zone defense, and then once they kind of build a lead, they'll switch into a man-to-man zone, and Fairmont comes away. Nico, her second steal of the game.
Second steal in a minute.
And Rourke with her second bucket of the game.
That's not how the first game started out, was it?
No, the game was a little bit more back and forth. There's a floater there by number 21, or that was Kendall George. Or no, sorry, that was Anna Grimm.
Anna Grimm, the second leading scorer. It's a nice soft touch from the baseline.
Thornton takes the screen from Baker, gives it a backdoor cut. Ooh. Baker just a little bit too hard off the glass. Rourke trying to fight for the loose ball. And you see Fairmont will apply a lot of pressure with the ball handler coming up the court, but it's like as soon as they get to half court, they back off and get into this zone.
Yeah, and it's a tough zone. Centerville looks like they were in a man-to-man the first couple of times.
George trying to get some separation. Centerville trying to find a way to get inside the three-point line. And Grimm hits her second bucket of the game with a baseline jumper.
Yep.
And this game, the first time, it was close at the half. I think Fairmont might have had a 3 or 4 point lead.
Ball thrown out of bounds and a turnover by the Firebirds.
You see here in the replay, Grimm just about a foot inside the 3-point line. Gets that easy jumper to go, and she's got all the points for the Elks right now. But like you said, McDowell, who is out with a season-ending torn ACL, she hit 6 threes in the fourth quarter for the Elks that really widened the gap. George going to launch a deep 3, and she hits it from the top of the key.
Kendall George, 4-3.
We've had one missed shot in the whole game so far.
That gives the Elks their first lead of the game. See there, Fairmont tried to crash in and force the turnover, but you leave George open like that, she's going to take that shot every time she gets it. George left alone at the top of the key again, and she buries another 3. Back-to-back threes for the senior, and Fairmont calls a quick timeout.
A full timeout.
Figure out a way to shut her down. I think in 3 minutes, she's tied the amount of points she scored in the first game.
Yeah, the last 2 games in this meeting, she's actually only gotten 12 points, 6 apiece, and she's got 6 on her first 2 shots of the game in this first quarter.
Yeah, it'll be interesting when Centerville comes back down the court. See who's on her. My guess it's going to be 23 Kenzie Rourke.
And we will see that. She hasn't guarded her yet, and maybe that is why she sees a lot of she's gotten 2 good open threes, is that they're switching, Fairmont's switching on the screens and not getting back and matching up. And you see actually right here in the middle of your screen, Kenzie Rourke, 23 in white, on Kendall George right there. Fairmont in a hole early. But Fairmont has proven that they can score and score quick in bunches. Rourke looking to drive in. Kayla's going to drive baseline, and that's a turnover. Going to go back to the Elks.
They'll try to go baseline, and our center, Lena, the freshman, the ball was just outside her reach.
So,
okay, it looks like man-to-man.
Patterson bringing the ball up the court, and you see Fairmont switch to a man-to-man.
Yep, 23's got 24. Rourke's guarding Kendall George.
And Rourke goes for the steal, swats it out of bounds, but she goes out of bounds with the ball. But you saw the first time there, Rourke trying to deny George getting the ball, and she did a good job there.
Yeah, watch that matchup there.
And Peterson there passes the ball off. Peterson actually a good felicitator on the court, averages about 6 assists a game, and that one's a turnover there for the Elks. Kicks it over to Cornett. She's going to shoot a 3, can't get it to go, and that is going to be a foul on Busgard for the Firebirds. That'll be her first, team's first. You cannot go through the defender to get to the ball.
Yeah, it's one of the things you got to pick up and learn when you're a freshman playing varsity.
Thornton trying to get another steal.
Oh,
and Thornton does come away with a steal. Thornton kicks it over to Rourke in the corner. Rourke's going to launch a 3. That one hits off the side, but an offensive board for Baker. And the putback and the roll in.
Nice job.
And if you're Centerville defensively, you've got to get back and put a hand in the face of Rourke. She will shoot the open 3 if she has a slimmer of daylight. Grimm now tries to drive in, and Grimm travels.
Yep. Good defense. I want to mention that Serena Baker is going to be going to play basketball at South Carolina Aiken next year. So she's not done playing, and
she's actually going to be playing with Butler's star point guard Sammy Bardarno.
Yeah,
up in Vandalia. So that's going to be a local connection on the backcourt. As that shot rims out from Serena.
I hope I didn't jinx her.
George going to shoot a 3. George, and see the Fairmont puts Rourke on her, and they're going to call a jump ball. Will be in favor of Centerville. But you see that first 3 George takes with Kenzie on her, and Kenzie got her to shoot it wide left.
Yep.
So it'll be Elks will retain possession with the jump ball. Centerville's got to get it in.
That's 5.
That's got to be a 5.
It's like 8.
And they're going to call another jump ball back to the Firebirds. That might be a makeup call from giving them 8 seconds to get it in.
I think it was.
So you're going to have Nico bring the ball up the court for Fairmont. 2.5 minutes left here in the first. And
man-to-man defense here.
Kind of what we expected, a tight, close first quarter of scoring.
A lot of defense on both teams.
Nico drives in. Nico tried to get a shot, and that was blocked by, I believe that was Emily Grimm. No, actually, that was Margot Lambert.
Yeah.
Checked in at the last dead ball for the Elks. You see Peterson. Or Palomino poked it away. Rourke gets the handle. Thornton launches a 3. Fairmont makes their first 3 of the game and cuts the lead to 1.
Big basket.
The band is about going to be the pep band and the student section tonight for the Firebirds. And they finally come alive. Because that was a huge 3 from Kayla.
Yep.
Palomino trying to drive in. Palomino drives in, and she hit underneath the basket, and they're going to call a blocking foul, I believe, on Serena.
Firebirds foul number 10, Serena Baker.
Watch this dish. Rourke kicks it out. And Thornton left wide open and drills the wide open three.
Caitlin Palomino on the line, shooting 2.
Palomino makes the first.
Subs in. Claire Von Hondorf, Emily Erskine in.
Number 20, Emily Erskine.
I like when Emily Erskine comes in. She always comes in and makes a three for us.
Palomino makes them both, and kind of what you expect to get from a 73% foul shooter on the season.
Number 33, Amaya Gillen.
Only
Looking up and down Centerville's roster, their lowest free throw percentage shooter is at 68.5. I think I will take those odds any day. And Thornton drives in and count the bucket, and she's going to go to the line to attempt to tie this one up at 12. She just drives in, and you saw Keaton kind of went to swat at the ball. And Thornton ties the game up at 12. Fairmont is on an 8-2 run over the last 2.5 minutes. And Kenzie trying to force a turnover, and Rourke tried to go through the screen instead of around.
nobody has 2 fouls yet, but it's early. 22.
And a travel call against Centerville. See Thornton bring the ball up the court. A minute left here in the first quarter of our varsity game of the week. Thornton trying to break the ankles. Blows by. That one's blocked out of bounds. Going to stay with the Firebirds, though. 51.9 seconds left. Thornton gets the inbound pass. Thornton up off the glass. Oh, can't get it to fall. Thornton almost fine for a loose ball. Could have got kneed in the face there if she would have fell forward. Lambro trying to feed it down low. Back up top to Grimm. Or no, that is C.R.
Leona.
Yeah, we're just going to call her by the first name.
Leona C.
You see Rourke turn around. Rourke, nice block there from Rourke on Kendall's shot. Now underneath. Get the defender in the air. Thornton, a nice defensive rebound there. 15 seconds. Up to Rourke, and she's going to be fouled by George. And I wonder if they're going to call her in the act of shooting or not. And Rourke is
absolutely
slow to get up.
2 shot. Get up, Kenzie.
Centerville foul ball number 24, Kendall George. Her first.
Yeah, she took a shot. She little woozy.
Kenzie Rourke at the line.
Referee's checking, giving her a little bit of time. That's it. That's a good official there to slow things down a little bit, get the shooter.
Rourke comes in shooting 62% from the free throw line.
In and out.
First one rims out.
Back in for the Elks, number 21, Anna Grimm.
And Anna Grimm checking back into the Elks for Leona.
10 seconds to go in the first quarter here. 12-12 tie.
Rourke gives the Firebirds the 1-point lead.
From Centerville.
6 seconds left. Nice defense here by Erskine.
Clear it out for a reverse layup.
And gets it to fall right at the buzzer. And Centerville will take a 1-point lead, 14-13 at the end of the first quarter. You can take a look at this last replay of that shot. I thought she might have got too far underneath the basket, but set herself and got the contested reverse layup off. And
she knew where she was at on the court. A nice reverse layup.
It gives a 1-point lead to the Elks. So if you're Fairmont here, we're looking into the Firebirds huddle. What is Finn telling them?
Well, I bet they stay in the man-to-man. Be patient.
Checking back in for Centerville, number 25.
Ball control, ball security.
Well, here now we can look at both team huddles. But like you said, yeah, Fairmont's got to stay in the, I would say probably staying in that man-to-man zone seemed to help the Firebirds. Yeah. And then if you're Centerville, you got to be more careful with the ball. 8 turnovers in that first quarter. And we don't normally see Centerville turn the ball over that many times in a game. But 8 in the first quarter, definitely. Fairmont's defense forcing it, 2 steals each for Thornton and Cornett in that first quarter.
And 2 bombs by Kendall George when Fairmont was in their zone. It looks like a man-to-man again.
And Fairmont, George left wide open, and George makes the Firebirds pay. First shot out of the quarter.
Fairmont went for the trap and
almost got it, but just a good pass. Rourke gets it down low. Rourke gives it off to Cornett. And Cornett, I think that might have been altered on the way up.
Yeah, 33. Amy Gillum, strong inside, tall girl. Made her change the direction of the shot.
And Fairmont almost trapping again there with George. Here's a cutting, and Thornton steals it.
Another steal.
Nice turnover there, or steal there for Thornton. And Von Handorf gets the shot off and gives the Firebirds back the lead. I almost thought that pass might have been too far out in front of.
I did too. She made a nice play. Off the bench.
Thornton.
Get on her.
And Grimm gets the turnaround shot to fall.
Like Baker was a little late to get over there on defense.
Elks a 4-point lead. That was Grimm's first bucket of the game. Cornett looking to drive in, passes out to Rourke. Rourke's going to drive baseline, spins into the paint. And I think she was looking for contact as it looked like her hand might have been smacked. George can't hit that 3, but an offensive rebound. And a jump ball will be called, and that will be the Firebirds ball.
Jump ball, possession, Fairmont.
Seems like we've seen the jump ball called a lot more this year, not just in girls, but in boys high school basketball too. Cornett gets the pass back out to the top of the key. Cornett's going to drive in. Cornett is going to be fouled on the way up, so she's going to go to the line to shoot 2.
Fouled by number 1, Bella Keaton.
That's her second, and with her coming off the bench, I think that Adam Prefer will be happy with that. Nico makes the first. And now you see Lena Buscard check back into the game for the Firebirds. And Cornett comes in shooting 68% from the free throw line, so not bad. And Cornett makes them both. It's just when you're shooting foul shots compared to a team that shoots 75%, is anything's going to be not bad against Centerville's excellent.
Yep. All they can do is make the next shot.
Now here we go again. Rourke on George.
Still in the man-to-man.
That one shot out of bounds, tipped into the Elks.
The ref had a better view. We're clear at the other end of the court.
Well, we do have a chance at a replay if we have that. The ref does not.
He does not.
And actually we do. We're going to take a look, and just out of our frame shot. There's a drive, kicks it back out to Grimm.
Centerville seems to have.
There's a 3 attempt by Grimm, and she buries it.
And Grimm, 4-3.
You see Fairmont, they're looking to maybe slow it down a little bit here. You see here in the replay, nice kick out there to Grimm. George back the other way.
Drive to the basket by Cornett.
And Rourke takes the turnover. No, they're going to say George was on the line when she touched the ball, so it's going to go back to the Firebirds.
Here's the replay.
Take a look here. Look at Rourke, comes in, knocks the ball right off her hand, and then right there, George rolls right out of bounds on her backside. Heads up from our replay camera. Thornton kicks it down low, out of bounds. Oh, what a save. And that's just an amazing play there by George.
Caitlin Palomino's Johnny on the spot and tipped the ball away.
We got Gillum here now.
Oh, nice pick.
Left, right,
open.
underneath. Grimm. She has 4 points in the game, and Centerville has stretched the lead out to 7.
Their biggest lead so far.
You see miscommunication here, and that was a nice pick by George, as you said. Baker going to drive in. Baker fouled on the way up.
Going to be on 33.
Might be on Gillum.
Gillum.
Actually, they're going to call it on Grimm.
It's still hurt. I don't think anybody's got 2 fouls yet, so that's a.
Bella Keaton has 2 for the Elks, and that's the only one I have with 2. Yeah.
Okay.
Baker makes the first. Baker comes in shooting 70% from the free throw line.
I like that camera angle.
And Baker makes them both.
And we're 4 for 4 from the foul line tonight. Trap.
And
there's
Fairmont
a steal.
forces a turnover.
There's
Rourke. Thornton thought about the 3. She's going to drive in. Crazy shot and finishes at the rim. Number 5, Kayla Thornton. And Fairmont going to go right back to that trapping zone. But that's where you get left in no man's land. And nice block by Serena Baker. And a jump ball. I don't know what is more. We're going to take a look here at Thornton's finish at the rim. Splits 2 defenders and kind of throws up a circus shot. But then you have at the other end that block by Serena. Actually, we might have it here. She goes up and all ball there by Serena.
Thornton came down with the ball and was surrounded by 3 Centerville players. And there's a foul.
That one, is that going to be the second on Serena or Lena?
I think Lena. Bushgar.
Number 21, Lena.
So that'll be the second on Lena.
See if she gets substituted. Finn's going down the bench.
First one rims out.
Claire.
And that's a nice substitute that the Firebirds have on the bench. Von Handorf about, well, looks like she is 5'11", Lena's 6 foot, so only an inch difference, but Clara, playing on varsity for 3 years now, she's been in games like these where she's pushed around with a good G-Walk varsity opponent. Nico gives it over to Baker. Baker's going to launch the 3, and that one just rims out. She hit the back of the iron.
George with the rebound. She went up high for it.
You're going to put Rourke on Palomino. Nico is going to be on George now. And now the Firebirds trap her in the corner. Out of bounds. Going to stick with the Elks, though.
Right off. Rourke couldn't find the handle.
But, I mean, Fairmont has been able to trap the Elks in the corner.
With a lot of success.
Now you got Palomino.
She's got a lot of assists. She's one of their point guards. She's a good point guard.
3 attempt here by the Elks. That one
too hard.
Off, and Nico, nice strong defensive rebound.
Really
there
got
for
up
the
there for 5'7". Well, we got a 3-on-2 break.
Thornton drive in. Thornton, and they're going to say she walked and
drugged her pivot foot, my guess.
Only the Firebirds' first turnover of this quarter. Yeah, you did there. She, like you said, drug the pivot foot. And Fairmont, as we come back out to live basketball, Rourke intercepts the pass. Rourke thought about the 3. Nico's going to launch it. Cornett can't hit in the corner, but Thornton an offensive rebound.
Good steal, good offensive rebound, keeps the ball alive.
Rourke blocked on the way up, and she falls out of bounds with it, and that will be a turnover back to the Firebirds.
Lambert just couldn't stay in bounds.
Rourke, that one was blocked by Grimm on the way up, and her momentum carried her out of bounds.
Gets it in.
Gives it back down low to Baker. Back up top. Von Handorf drills a three. Clara Von Handorf. Not the one you expect to be taking the three.
Absolutely not. I think that's her first of the whole year.
And I am going to look.
She's a happy girl.
That is Clara's first three.
Happy dad, too.
And a 5-second violation called against the Elks. And Fairmont, it was a foul on Anna Grimm.
Well, Von Handorf, give her credit. She was wide open and took her time and
set herself and took a wide open three that I don't think either of us could hit. Out of bounds, going to stay with the Firebirds, though. 1:41 left here in the first half, and Fairmont's defense the last couple possessions forcing 3 turnovers. And what a backdoor cut from Kayla Thornton. I was kind of wondering why Nico did that spin move with nobody on her, but I guess it got the defender that was on Kayla off for a second.
Kayla took it to the hoop.
And you see there, look, Grimm got caught looking at the spin, and just a wonderful backdoor cut there by Thornton. Out of bounds. It's going to stay with the Elks.
Yeah, those are 2 freshmen putting on a show. They seem to know.
The way these 2 are making passes we've seen throughout the year, it's like they've been playing
together for 25 years. All right, Emily Erskine's in.
No, the ref did not allow the sub, and I don't know why. She was at the scorer's table, and he waved her back in.
Oh, I looked away. Yeah, you're right.
And George is going to be fouled. There's 3 Firebirds under thinking. I think it's going to be on Rourke.
Number 23, Kenzie Rourke, her second personal, team's 5th.
And that's only her second.
I would say that's almost a foul on Clara before you put it on Rourke.
In for Fairmont, number 20, Emily Erskine.
George makes the first.
She got 10 points.
Number 22, Fiona Joel.
George makes them both.
The girl can shoot. Puts them back up by 1 with a minute to go. So we'll see what Fairmont does. See if they milk the clock for one last shot.
58 seconds is a lot of time to hold it for any.
I agree.
Well, right now they're making it look kind of easy. Baker trying to go in on a screen, and a blocking foul called, and Baker's going to go to the line to shoot 2. And that was one of those bang bang plays of it could have been a block, it could have been a charge.
Yeah.
Her first personal, team 6.
Yeah, she was. The lane was wide open. Can't blame her for taking a layup.
Baker makes the first. Firebirds are 5 for 5 from the line in this quarter. Baker has 5 in the game now. Baker
for 6, puts them up 1.
And Fairmont now holds a 1-point lead. 34 seconds left before the half.
So back and forth slugfest here. We got a collision.
And that is going to be against Clara Von Handorf. Let's see.
She just got run over.
We might have a replay of that. We'll take a look at it. That was
got run over, ended up on her back, and got called for a foul.
We'll hold that replay for the end of the half.
15 seconds.
Nice defense here by Nico.
Drive in.
There's going to be a foul from behind.
I think another one on Von Handorf.
And I think, by the way, she reacted underneath. That'll be her second. That's going to put Grimm at the line shooting 2. She ties the game up at 28 with 6.7 seconds left. Grimm makes them both.
Back in for Centerville, number 33, Amaya Gillum.
Gillum checks back into the game for the Elks, and see there Jeremy giving some instruction.
Okay.
Nico.
Cornette's going to come in for
4 seconds left. Nico drives all the way, throws it out of bounds, and that is how the first half will end. The game, a 1-point lead for the Elks, 29-28. In what has been relatively a high-scoring first half between these two, what we normally don't see. And we are actually going to throw it down to the Berlin Big Shootout halftime show, and then we will be back after that for the second half of our MVCC Varsity Game of the Week.
last shot's going to win the game.
I feel like that will be it.
Today's Big Shootout, sponsored by the Farmers Insurance and Berlin Insurance Agencies, is a special one. Our participant will have 45 seconds to make a layup, free throw, three-pointer, and half-court shot to win gift cards worth over $300 from our sponsors. Today's Big Shootout contestant is Owen. Put your hands together for Owen. All right, Owen, if you're ready, begin in 3, 2, 1, begin. Put your hands together for our contestant, Owen, and thanks again to the Farmers Insurance and the Berlin Insurance Agency's Big Shootout benefit the Kettering Backpack Program.
Welcome back inside Trent Arena as we get ready for tonight's second half of the Varsity Game of the Week. And Fairmont is trailing by 1. And now we'll have the ball to start the third quarter. Donnie, what kind of adjustments do the Firebirds think have to make at halftime?
Stop making errors.
As they turn it over.
Turnovers. I didn't get a chance to say it. They're playing pretty good defense. Centerville is as advertised. Well, they just forced an error there. Centerville, I don't think, has missed a foul shot and has hit 5 threes. And I think Fairmont's got to hope that they cool down a little bit because they're only behind by one right now.
York now has the ball to the left of the key. York feeds it to Kayla. Back up over to Nico. Nico's going to drive in, and she lost it. And Kenzie steals it right back.
We've had 4 turnovers here.
And Nico can't hit
a
the
missed
three.
shot.
you see Fairmont trying to get back on defense. I think if you're the Firebirds, you got to stay with these man-to-man zone. Out of bounds. Back to the Firebirds.
Turnover by Centerville. Both teams not starting off very well here.
No, that's actually the third turnover for Centerville.
Yeah.
In this
3 possessions.
less than a minute gone by. Thornton now guarded by Grimm.
Man-to-man.
Kicks it cross court to Nico. Now feeds it down low to Lena. Lena trying to go through contact.
Move, banks
what
it
a
in.
bank shot for Lena Buscard. And her first points of the game come none bigger than they give the Firebirds back the 1-point lead.
That's what we needed out of her.
And that was a nice work through contact too. And you got George, this is, like we've talked about, this is the matchup of the night.
Yep.
Thornton pokes it away. Going to stay with the Elks, though. Take a shot here of Lena. Nice going through a double team and using the backboard to the advantage. Kick over Rourke. Nico steals it, and Nico has a chance here. She's going to go coast to coast with a steal.
You got to give Rourke a little assist on that.
Yes, you see here in the replay, Rourke knocked it loose, and Nico went running for the easy layup. Kendall, deep three, and that's what Rourke's defense does. Makes you take shots that you do not want to take.
Yeah, she rushed it, and she was a little bit further out than I think she wanted to be, but she can hit them from out there.
And that's actually her first miss from behind the arc.
Baker, high post.
Trying to feed it down low, out of bounds.
Tipped away by 25, Emily Grimm.
Check, getting for Centerville, number 32, Margot Sanders.
It's going to be Fairmont ball after it went out of Centerville. Lob pass into Serena.
Fairmont's been getting a lot of points on those lob inbound.
Thornton spin move in the paint.
Banks it in.
Back-to-back bank shots for the Firebirds, and Fairmont is starting to stretch out a little bit of a lead, now up to 5.
For the first 6 points of the quarter here.
Nico playing excellent defense on Palomino, making her step out where she doesn't want to be. Now you got Buscard out on the 3-point line. I don't know if that's where she wants to be. And that bank shot's good for Grimm, and she's going to go to the line. And that is going to be the third on Lena Buscard.
She's going to come out, and in comes Von Hondorf.
And, I mean, you're swapping out 2 fouls for 2 fouls, but I think Finn would rather keep the taller freshman in the game for late game situation.
Agreed.
Grimm misses the free throw, and Fairmont
tries to throw it in and at least get the steal.
Nico comes away with another steal.
These girls are adding to their steals collection.
I know G-Walk doesn't do an all offense and all defensive team, but I think 3 of the Fairmont starting 5 would be on the all defensive team.
They'd be the first 3.
You've got 2 guards and a small forward all out there between Kayla, Nico, and Kinsey. Nico gonna launch the 3. That one halfway down, rims out.
Tipped out. 2 on 3. Hold it up.
George now splits 2 defenders, and George, they're going to say she was fouled. And I don't even know who was really around her.
Yeah, nobody.
That's going to be the first on Nico.
There's a replay.
That's why we're not wearing stripes.
Yeah.
Turnaround
nice
shot.
Left-handed
short.
shot.
Out of bounds. It's going to stay with Centerville. And
timeout.
I heard Finn call that timeout from up here. You would think with a 3-point lead late here in the third quarter from the Firebirds, it wouldn't have been such an aggressive timeout called by Jeremy Finn, but he is obviously not happy with something that he sees.
They heard him call timeout all the way down to Carmel's.
And you see here, drawing a lot on that clipboard. And then here you look in the Centerville huddle. Prefer, we've talked about Prefer hardly ever calls timeouts. Still hasn't called one yet in today's game. And I'm surprised he kind of didn't use one when Fairmont went on that 7-0 run to start this half, or when Fairmont went on that 8-2 run to close the gap before the end of the half. And it's going to be Elk's ball.
Under the basket.
And you got George inbounding here for Centerville. Kind of a head scratcher.
Yeah, watch, she probably throw it in and look for the ball underneath, yep.
And she gets it right back. And Kayla Thornton
steal.
with a steal.
Big steal right there.
And Thornton with an easy layup.
It's a lackadaisical pass, and Thornton picked it up.
I'm not going to say Finn drew that one up out of the timeout, but
No, that wasn't the play, I'm sure. He may take credit for it after the game, but
now you've got
puts him up 5.
that was a
third quarter.
nice screen there from the Elks to get
Works
the
on
ball.
George.
3 by Grimm.
Quick shot.
It's short.
Got rid of it too quick, I think.
She definitely had time to set herself if she wanted. Von Handorf couldn't hit her second 3 of the game. And I know her dad would have been very happy over there sitting right in front of her.
Yeah.
Out of bounds, going to stay with Centerville, though, but defense there by Rourke blocking it out of bounds. Maybe that's all it takes. You hit your first 3 of the season. Maybe it opens it up a little bit. You feel a little bit more comfortable shooting it.
Well, try it again.
She looked comfortable shooting it. I mean, it didn't look forced or anything.
No.
That shot rims out. Thornton
with the rebound and surrounded by 3 girls.
Triple
Gets it
teamed.
out.
Fairmont numbers advantage, and Nico's going to wisely dribble it well. Trying to dribble out, but she's going to go and hits the top of the backboard.
Tried to ricochet it off of the
Shot clock. I think if it would have went in, she had to call it before.
Yeah.
Now you see Gillum check back into the game for Grimm. Those two have been switching in and out a lot tonight, not really giving either one a lengthy spurt on the court.
Fairmont's defense has been as advertised this third quarter here. Played it. Very even game, and look, there's another.
And that's going to be a foul on Nico.
Boy, I sure didn't see that.
Take a look here in the replay.
Oh, she grabbed her. Oh, Von Handorf.
Oh, they gave it on Von Handorf. All right. That'll be her third.
Double the amount of fouls she's been called on for the whole year.
Free throw line jumper's no good. Thornton another rebound. You would think she might have a double-double at this point. Thornton kicks it out. Rourke sets herself, launches a 3. Rourke buries it. And look at the celebration between the two. And George, you see, not getting back.
George wants the ball back.
But I think even better, the celebration between the two. Thornton with a steal. Thornton up off the glass.
How many steals is that?
And Fairmont now a 10-point lead.
Is he going to call timeout? No.
You would think you would have to. You're being outscored 11-2.
He's not calling that timeout. Careful.
George
she traveled.
Sets herself. Foot was on the line. They can't call it a 3. Rourke picks up the loose ball.
Get the ball.
You would think if Fairmont scores here, Prefer would have to call a timeout.
This quarter is all Fairmont.
Rourke going to drive in. Rourke fouled on the way up.
Gets a foul. Wasn't a pretty shot, but
maybe that was because of the foul. It wasn't pretty. That was the first on Palomino.
Kenzie Rourke at the line, shooting 2.
Yeah, I thought for sure he'd call a timeout, but
I am shocked now. Rourke makes the first.
I must cash him in with the athletic director. Rob,
Every time out I don't, I get a bonus.
Yeah, Rob's down here. Rob's used to be a football coach here at Fairmont, and he's been over at Centerville for a long time, doing a really good job over there.
Rourke makes them both.
Back in for Fairmont, number 21.
And now you got Buscard come back in with her. Oh, Lena has 3 fouls. Or did I mark that down wrong? I should have.
She's not on there
Oh,
yet.
she's not up there yet. Never mind.
Yeah, I think she has 3. 21, yeah, she's got 3.
You got George drive in.
And a
Rourke,
steal.
nice steal there by Rourke. Pushes it up. Baker to Rourke up court.
Gonna be trouble.
And
Yep.
she's going to be fouled.
back on the ground and back up again.
Centerville foul number 22, Fiona Chirillo. Her second personal
That
Foul
was
is on.
a steal by Buscard, wasn't it?
I think Kenzie might have got a swat in on the ball as it went by, but Buscard pushed it up court to her, I believe.
Yeah.
Back in for Centerville, number 21, Anna Grimm. Number 25, Emily Grimm.
And now you see here, George is coming out of the game. I haven't seen her take a break all game except for
Yeah.
halftime, and Rourke misses both, but a 12-point lead here for the Firebirds as we are about a minute left here in the third.
See what Centerville tries to do without Kendall Rourke in the lineup.
Almost turned it over there.
Yeah.
Thornton, nice defense there by Kayla.
Yeah, they don't know what to do.
Thornton goes for the steal. Thornton gets it.
And she's got a jump ball, but
Jump ball in favor of Centerville.
yep.
Jump ball possession, Centerville.
But look, you see she goes through the defender and almost rips it away, and Grimm barely got a hand on that one to be called.
Yeah. I like these replays.
Replay department doing good. That one, I don't think anybody touched it. It's back
White
to
ball.
the Firebirds.
White ball with 40 seconds to go. They can add to their 12-point lead here.
Replay camera and replay director in the
They've had 2 points.
truck.
Centerville's
2
had
points this
2 points.
quarter.
They start off 29. They've made 1 basket.
Fairmont, that gives
Foul
they've
shot.
had
This has been a heck of a
15
third quarter.
for the Firebirds. Thornton with 25 seconds left launches a 3.
Oh,
Thornton
my
buries it in front of the bench.
Holy moly.
When you're hot, you're hot. Thornton, a team high 19, and I believe that might be a career high for the freshman.
You know, Centerville's tied for second in the G-Walk. There's their second basket with 2 seconds to go.
And Fairmont not going to try to get anything going, and Fairmont wins that third quarter and leads 46-33 at the end of the third.
What a third quarter they played.
Fairmont outscoring the Elks 18-4.
Yeah, with that last basket with 2 seconds to go. Jared, we talked about this earlier for the chance of getting a better seed in Sunday's
Tournament draw.
Yeah. With Centerville winning the first game, and they're 13-5. Fairmont's 14-4. Centerville wins it, they'll probably get a higher seed, but I think Birds win this one. They can't be denied by.
They're looking probably at about a 4 or 5 seed in the area going into tournament draw.
Yeah.
A win like that might push them up to the 4, but I mean, Fairmont, I guess when you get hot at the right time of the year, and nothing's hot when you're playing a big rival in your last home game of the season here at Trent Arena for the Lady Firebirds. They got 3 tough road games, though, to close out the season: at Akron, St. Vincent, St. Mary, at Wayne, and then at Beaver Creek.
Yep. Well, and Centerville's got to go to Dublin-Kaufman. They play Dublin-Kaufman, who's tough, Springboro, and Wayne to finish out.
So not an easy slate for either two.
And
Lena
Buscard banks
up
it
off
in,
the glass and
and
count
she's
the
fouled.
bucket. And I have never seen the Firebirds coaching staff erupt with.
It might have been the play they wanted to set up, pound it in, and then open up the outside shots.
Busgard
Not the way Centerville wanted to start the fourth quarter.
completes the three-point play.
They're still in the man-to-man.
Grimm catch and shoot a three in the corner, gets it.
3-point basket, Anna Grimm.
Cuts the lead to 13. Grimm has 10 in the game.
It's
And
their 6-3.
now you got George coming in or to the scorer's table. Kick out Rourke.
Yep.
Ooh.
Another unforced error. It's a bad pass.
If you're Rourke, you've got to kind of just let that one go. You don't want to dive into the open bleachers like that and risk hurting yourself.
Yeah. You dive right on Kayla's mom's lap over there in the corner. or Mr. Gigi. That's their seats.
I think they might rather have her do that than land on the metal bleacher.
Yeah. No, they would have caught her, cushioned the fall. Bad shot.
Shot off the glass.
Look at
No
Nico.
good. Nico
rebound.
splits two defenders.
3-on-1.
Nico
Goes up.
up off the glass. Can't get it to finish. Busgard. Baker, a second shot, and she's going to go to the line for two.
Did we get 4 shots at the basket?
Yeah, Baker, that was her second, and Nico had one that was blocked, and Lena had one that was altered.
Yeah.
Serena Baker at the line for Fairmont.
Busgard makes the first.
This is Baker's last home game here at the Trent Arena as a senior. I think she wants to go out with a win.
And who else to have your last home game win over
Your
probably
rival,
their biggest rival,
without a
Centerville.
doubt. Oh, she walked.
Grimm
Another
catch
three
and shoot
misses
threes,
it.
no good.
Look at Busgard. Big
Lena.
rebound. Big rebound.
And there you go, smart
Kenzie.
for Kenzie to dribble out and reset at the top of the key with Kayla.
Yep, that was smart. Now see if we can. Nope.
Baker kicks it out. Ooh. Almost thought they could have called Baker for the travel.
Mm-hmm.
And now you
Got rid of
see
it.
here on the defensive ends for Centerville, well, now they're kind of switching.
Oh, we got a
foul underneath. I believe that's on Busgard. That's her fourth.
21, Lena Busgard. Her fourth.
I don't think Lena's had 4 fouls the whole season. It's very uncharacteristic of her.
Back in for the Elks, number 3, Kate Palomino.
Palomino comes back in, and
6 minutes to go, and Fairmont's up 15.
Fairmont leaving Lena in, too.
Still man-to-man.
Busgard altered that shot.
Another
Fairmont
bad pass.
Loose ball picked up by the Firebirds, and
Baker pulls it away. Thornton's not in a hurry.
I think if you're Finn, you see Finn guiding. Thornton takes the shot. Busgard puts it back.
Oh, 2 point blank layups.
Fairmont,
And
another turnover.
Another turnover by Centerville. This isn't the same Centerville team we saw.
It is not
They
the way
were
they
much better.
turn
when
the
they played
ball
at home.
over. Let's see, they
They're
have.
very sloppy tonight. 5.5 to go.
And still, I mean, a Fairmont calls a timeout. Still none being called by Centerville.
No.
And Centerville has 26 turnovers.
Wow.
Compared to the Firebirds, 8.
Wow.
And you're looking up and down the leading scorer, you've got Kayla Thornton leading all scorers with 19 actually.
Yeah.
And I'm going to do quick research and see it. I think that might be her career high.
Could be. Kenzie Rourke's got 10. Kendall George has 11. And Anna Grimm has 10. Lena Busgard's got 4 fouls, so she's in a little bit of trouble. And number 22 from Centerville, Leona C. She's got about 65 letters in her last name, and we're just going to call her Leona.
Actually, Kayla's career high was 25 earlier this year at
25.
Springfield. So 6 points off away from there. 5.5 minutes left. I'm not going to say
Don't say anything. I'd rather be up 15 than down 15 right now.
Nico drives in. Nico, I think she might have been too far underneath the rim to try to get that one off.
Centerville's got a fast break.
And what a block there by Kenzie Rourke. Oh, my goodness. Rourke gets up for that one, and that's going to be a foul on Nico.
Nico trying to get the ball. Rourke's ranked up in the block shots in the G-Walk also. And
well, she's got 3 tonight now, so that's definitely got to add to her average.
Yeah, absolutely. That was beautiful.
That was only the second foul on Nico. Loose ball, and that's going to be a foul on Palomino.
Yeah.
That'll be her second.
What Nico? I don't know who's on the ground more every game, Rourke,
Nico, or
Cornett. Yeah, those two girls love get on the floor.
They love getting down for the loose ball.
Boy, they sure do.
You've got Nico bringing it up. Palomino picking her up at half court.
Yeah.
Backdoor cut, Thornton up off the glass.
Banks it in.
21. Thornton, 21. I think the assist total is definitely going to go up for the Firebirds after this game, too.
Mm-hmm.
High pass.
Another steal
what
by
a
Thornton.
steal there by Thornton, and she
got
was
a foul
fouled
by 21.
I was about to say the only one there is Grimm.
Yeah. She reached over, tried to get the ball. And Thornton protected the ball real well. Once she got it. Put her body between her, and Grimm had to foul her. So 4.5 to go. I don't think the Firebirds are going to be in any hurry. One of the things that they'll get better at is taking care of the ball.
So far tonight, 9 turnovers, so definitely well below their Siege is an average of 15 a game average. Thornton dishes it out, and Thornton,
throw. Bad idea.
Halfway out of bounds, late throw, and I was about to say bad idea, and Thornton about came up and got the steal back.
The band's getting into it.
Thornton gets the
with
steal.
Another steal, and then we got a foul on 23.
That one is going to be on Avery Sarver. Now that's going to be 1-1 for the Firebirds.
Number 23, Avery Sarver, her first, team 7.
And being down, I look for Centerville to be fouling, and Fairmont hits their foul shots. They're home free.
Thornton misses the front end of the 1-on-1. And that's what Kenzie does this every time she comes up the court with the ball. Thornton, another steal.
Another steal. 3.5 to go.
Cornett dribbles out, drives in, fakes the handoff, shot a little bit too high up off the glass for that one, but I liked how she hesitant with that pass.
Fake pass.
And got the defender up. George going to launch a deep 3, and that one's good. And I think for the first time in
first
time in 10 years calling these, Centerville finally calls a timeout.
3:18 to go, and they're down 14.
And it was only a 30-second timeout. So I don't know.
Yeah.
53 to 39, 3:18 left. Centerville's got to try to string together a few stops in a row and get some high percentage baskets.
Well, the scary thing is they got a couple girls here that can get on fire from three-point land, and Fairmont's got to stay on top of them and keep a hand in the face so that those shots, they don't get a good look, and those shots don't help them come back. But they're scared. They're very good. I know Coach Finn's not lighting up a cigar yet.
Not doing the Joe Burrow celebration. Rourke lost the handle. Oh, Rourke might have taken a shot to the face. You see she rolled over, slow to get up.
It's a long two.
Out of bounds to the Firebirds.
Nice play by, is that Nika?
That was Lena.
Is it Lena? Knocked
Lena
it off
down
her foot.
there with 4 fouls going for a scrum.
Yeah. Well, they're going to man-to-man press.
See, that's about the first time they put anybody up in the front court at all on defense.
Yeah. That was, asked for that last time out. Thornton says, come on out. 2.5 to go.
Thornton, low by speed.
Back out. That a girl. No big
Down
hurry.
low to Lena.
No big
and
hurry.
Lena is fouled underneath. And that's going to be the 1-and-1 for the Firebirds.
It's their 8th foul.
So do you think the Bengals can get it done on Sunday against Kansas City?
Absolutely.
I think I don't think it's going to be close like everybody else is thinking. I think it's going to probably be about a Buffalo win like last week, a dominant win for the Bengals on the road. And with Mahomes, I mean, all he's got to take is one shot on that ankle, and he could be done for the game.
Yeah, he's got to change his way he plays. It's going to be a little careful. And I like the guy. He's a heck of a quarterback. But we got a heck of a team right now.
Right, Bengals, we got an offensive foul the other way.
Oh, my goodness. I don't think it's going to go this way. Go Centerville's way tonight.
That's Sarver's second.
That's 6 points this quarter.
So I'm one to think that I think it's going to be a Bengals 49ers rematch again for the third time. And I think third time is going to be the charm for the Bengals.
Time's the charm. Wouldn't that be awesome? That's it.
There you see.
Take it out.
Down low to
Good job.
Kayla. Kicks it back up top to Rourke.
No,
She's gonna, and you see Fairmont. They're not going to
foul her.
You just want Serena to get to the line.
That's right. I got her. I could win $100 tonight. Oh. I don't think that's going to happen. Who picked Thornton tonight? Did you?
I believe your wife did. I think Pam did.
Pam picked Kayla?
We got to quit letting her pick first.
Well, girls first,
But not when she's won like 7 of the last 9 games. That one, nice block from behind Vern Balapino.
Yeah. 1.5 minutes to go. This is, they need 5 threes to tie it.
Inbound pass to Thornton. Oh, she saves it though.
Recovered it.
And Finn calls a full timeout. And
yeah.
It's kind of the two opposites of the coach. Finn will almost use every timeout every game. Yep. And like we said, that's the first time in I think 10 years I've seen Centerville call a timeout. But no, I mean both of these schools, they're going to have their tough luck the last 3 games. I mean, like we said, Fairmont, Akron, St. Vincent, St. Mary on Saturday. They're a tough. I think they're ranked number 2 in their area, number 1 in their area for D2 up in Akron. And then Centerville, like Dublin Kaufman comes down here Saturday night. Kaufman is ranked number 2 in Columbus area.
Yeah, they're going to have their hands full with Dublin Kaufman, that's for sure.
But I think both teams kind of have themselves set up to where they think they're going to go for the playoffs and
do well.
See, Nico gets the inbound pass.
See, there. Play keep away. There we go.
Rourke under the bucket.
Wide open. Nice backdoor cut. Puts them up 17. And
so I guess that's how you do it.
Rourke's had a heck of a game.
That is how you do it. You lose by 17 on the road. You win by 17 at home.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think Jeremy or Adam would agree with that is how you want the logic to go, but
look at Rourke. Oh, she's
and now I think the
frustrating
Kendall. Nice backdoor cut here and out of bounds. They say that went off or stayed off.
It was touched, but
I think she tried to grab it back. Maybe we got a replay.
Yeah. Well, not in high school yet. Emily Erskine Nico looks like she
might have come down wrong on that ankle. So
we got under a minute to go. George shoots,
launches a 3, and
Rourke.
I guess she was fouled on the way down.
Yeah, Rourke.
That'll be her third.
Well, she wants to use them. She wants to put
George. Ooh, that one rolls.
Put an exclamation mark on this one.
53 seconds left.
15, 16. Oh, that was a 3-point.
Oh, yeah, that was a 3-point. Leona Chirello, that is how you say that name. We finally heard the PA guy say it. George has 16, now 17 in the game.
She's a shooter, isn't she? Now they're going to press. Off the Centerville girl, 51 seconds to go. And they're pressing. I think it's a little.
I was about to say, I think it might be a little too late.
Too little, too late.
Whoa, I thought that one went out of bounds.
Look
They're
at
going to
that.
throw it up to Buscard.
2 blind
Buscard
passes.
Up off the glass, and Lena has now 8 in the game.
Boy, Fairmont can just close their eyes and just throw it, and it's gonna land in another player's hands. I think we got another block.
Up to Rourke. Rourke up off the glass. Rourke now with 14.
Light up the cigars.
Timeout called by the Firebirds, and I think this is a benches clearing for the Firebirds.
A 30-second timeout.
Holy.
So as we wind down, 23 seconds left. I mean, I don't think there's no question about it who I think the player of the game has got to be. And it's got to be the freshman number 5, Kayla Thornton.
Yeah, with 21.
21 points. I'm assuming at least 10 rebounds. and maybe about 10 steals.
I'd say like 30 steals.
The way she just played all over the court tonight. I mean, and that's not putting anything aside with how the rest of this Firebirds team played, but it's just Rourke has 14 and quite a few turnovers forced. And here's going to be the last of the call out for the last 2 starters. And Fairmont is going to close out their home season with a victory, an 18-point win over the Centerville Elks. And Donnie, we finally got you a win. Third time's the charm.
Third time's the charm. Oh, she's calling it black ball.
Went out off of.
I thought it was off 33.
I did too, but 18-point lead. I don't think Finn's going to worry about that one. They're just going to probably dribble this out, and that one is going to do it. Fairmont wins in dominant fashion, and really the third quarter separated them, outscoring the Elks 18-4, and a 60-42 win in our MVCC Game of the Week, presented by Farmers Insurance of Kettering and Jim Berlon. Player of the game once again, Kayla Thornton with 21 points. Signing off for the rest of the Miami Valley Communications crew, Jared Bergstrom and Donnie Horton with the call. We will see you this Friday as the Piqua Indians will take on the West Carrollton Pirates down at West Carrollton High School. We hope you join us then, and until then, good night, everybody.
Take care.